going on, all you ghouls and ghosts out there? My name is Mike Macabre, and welcome to the graveyard. As always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Up with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. On tonight's episode, we have another reviews and reactions with our Halloween queue. Yes, indeed. Been having a lot of fun with these. Hopefully that continues with... What are we doing tonight? Okay, the Cramps coming back to the channel. What was the last one we did? Something about riding... Some sort of ride or something. Can't really quite remember, but I really enjoyed it. We're going to be reacting to their song, I Was a Teenage Werewolf. Link to original video will be down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. And this request comes to us by Stephen Fritchie. Thank you for that lovely request. As always, going into this blind with my off-the-cuff comments. If I recognize a song, I'll definitely let everybody know. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. But no more ghouling around. Let's check it out. Alright, ghouls and ghosts. I Was a Teenage Werewolf by the Cramps. Halloween Remonster 2023. I see what you did there. Love it. Alright. Huh. Very interesting. I've a little bit to think about as far as like music is concerned. There's a lot happening, and I don't know how much I understand it, but we'll talk more about that in review section. See you there. All right, ghouls and ghosts. That was the Cramps with their song "I Was a Teenage Werewolf." Link for general video we down in the description box for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. And again, this request comes to us by Stephen Fritchie. Thank you for that lovely, lovely request. Before we get started, I wanted to get into the lyrics. And as I read over them, my God, were they poignant. Basically, as a story about a teenage person who goes through puberty, and that is, I guess, where he's werewolfing out. But that is subtext for the sexual nature of man. And it's just so simple, and it's just so beautifully well done. I didn't even think about it when I was like listening to it. I heard bits and pieces here and there, but my if I had to guess, my favorite part was I had a teen land mind. I had to blow my top, and under a teen full moon, no one could make me stop. No one could make me stop, which means, he has all these feelings coming up about his sexuality, and he has a girlfriend, but he wants the pain to stop because it like I remember when I was a kid or a teenager, and you had all these flowing hormones and raging boners, and you're trying to balance that shit out in school, and you can't pay attention, and sometimes you say and do things that aren't necessarily what you want to do, or you're kind of afraid to talk about those kinds of things to your friends or your family, and it's kind of like, oh, you gotta hide it, and then you find proper tools, videos or magazines or your imagination, and you just can't stop. And it, it it reminds me a lot of Stephen King when he writes. It's not always just about, like, the scary monsters. There's always the subtext of something behind it, like, say, the movie It. It's a lot about childhood trauma and what it does, and they have this particular bond. Each one of those kids, either it's through poverty, through their dad dying, through a brother dying, or an abusive father in the case of Beverly, or an overprotective mother. They're all traumatic to all these kids, and they share the same bond to overcome that evil at the end, whatever it may be. So it's just really meaningful for me, uh, and in so few words. Musically, it was a mishmash for me. I felt Beach Boys. I felt Elvis Presley vibes, spaghetti western, very twangy, but like surfy in this weird kind of echoey, syncopated way. I mean, I really enjoyed it, especially it's for me the echoey, reverbed kind of vocals. It almost sounded like it was through a megaphone, but not quite. Uh, love the guitar tone. Behind all the twang, there was this hard, like nose, gritty guitar sound. I found myself going to that the most because I'm not a huge fan of Beach Boys. Like, I can enjoy it for what it is, but it's not like one of my go tos. Or Elvis Presley. I mean, I didn't know much about Elvis Presley until I started this reaction channel, and it expanded in my mind to all different kinds of music, and specifically punk. I can think of maybe two songs that I liked punk style before starting this channel, and one was they're both by the Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bop and Pet Cemetery. Those were the two that I kind of grew up with, where they kind of I kind of actually listened to them and enjoyed it. So I take that for what it's worth. But yeah, this channel's opened my mind to so many different kinds of music and genres and everything in between. And I'm honestly, I'm very grateful for that. And no offense, I'm kind of rambling on. I do apologize, but I will say the reason I brought up it is because the only scenes that I've seen from I'm a Teenage Werewolf were from that movie. So I mean, kind of goes full circle like that. Kind of weird sometimes. Fate, destiny. I don't know if you believe in that sort of thing. I don't necessarily, but there's a certain ebb and flow to life. That being said, score. It is by no means mind blowing. Although I think the lyrics are particularly mind blowing. Um, Not like spectacular by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really good. I think that for me, I'm putting a lot of context on the mishmash style of music and how it worked together. Very earwormy, and of course, with the lyrics being what they are, I'm going to give this four skulls out of five. Absolutely happy with that score for all the reasons I just stated. But I think that's going to be it for this special episode of reviews and reactions with our Halloween Q. As always, if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my reaction videos, Friday Night Frights, Mouthing Off with Mike Macabre, or whatever else I'm doing on this channel. As always, ghouls and ghosts, stay scared.